Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Landan with LMR.com. In this video, I'm going to provide an overview and then install an outer door belt weather strip assembly for a 1979 to 1986 Fox Body Mustang. Let's get right into it. All right, I think we all know by now that rubber weather strips aren't designed to last forever, and that is true for the 1979 to 1986 Mustang outer door belt weather strip assemblies. These are actually a complete assembly made up of two pieces, a metal trim and rubber weather strip section with the felt backing. This outer door belt weather strip will fit all 1979 to 1986 Mustang body styles, which include hatchbacks, coupes, convertibles, and T-tops. Since this is a reproduction kit, they are currently available in the trim black finish and are suitable for cars with black moldings. However, you do have the ability to reuse your existing metal trim if it's still in good condition and transfer the new weather strip portion. You can also prep and paint the metal trim using the LMR dark gray exterior paint. We're not going to show that today, but for those of you that do watch our videos, you've seen us paint trim pieces plenty of times. Just make sure you scuff the surface really good with a green scuff pad and warm water with dish soap. You'll want to dry it really well and then wipe the trim with a prep spray and microfiber towel. Then you can paint the trim in a well-lit and well-ventilated area until complete coverage is achieved, and just make sure you give the paint adequate time to dry before you reassemble it. Now, speaking of reassembly, the rubber portion easily removes from the metal trim by gently rolling the rubber away from the trim to remove the clip. You'll do this for all 6 clips, and just make sure you brace the trim so you don't accidentally bend it. To reinstall the rubber section back into the metal trim, align the clips with the trim and verify that the small tab on the metal clip engages the channel on the trim. You'll then reverse the removal motion and roll the rubber back onto the trim until you feel it engage. Now, another talking point for the metal trim are the small tabs at the front. I've seen this differ on a few cars from 79 to 86, where some will have a retaining screw securing this portion to the door frame. Honestly, I wouldn't micromanage this too much. The side mirror is going to hold this area of the trim to the door frame anyways. All right, so y'all are probably thinking, why in the heck is this bro talking about outer door belt weather strips so much? Well, I like to talk, so now let's install one of these outer door belt weather strips onto this 83 GT. To get started, you want to roll down the window and open the door. The windows in this 83 GT don't work, unfortunately. Loosen and remove the Phillips head screw securing the inside mirror hole cover to the door frame. Position the cover in a way so that you can loosen the 5/64 set screw with an Allen key. Remove the adjuster from the cover. Go ahead and set the cover aside. Loosen and remove the 11/32 nuts securing the mirror to the frame. Pull the mirror away from the frame and push the grommet out of its place. The mirror can now be removed from the car. Depending on the condition of the existing outer door belt, you can go about removing it in a few different ways. I like to use a long, thin pry tool and a microfiber towel to lift the door belt off of the frame. I tend to start at the rear and work my way towards the front, holding the portion that's been removed with my other hand. Now, you'll want to be careful whenever you get to the end because the door belt can come off quickly and scratch the paint. This has happened at some point in this car's life, judging by the small scratches near the front of the door. With the old door belt removed, use this opportunity to clean the area. A waterless wash solution and a microfiber towel will do the trick. At this point, if you're going to prep and paint these, gently remove them from the door and separate the rubber from the metal trim. It's always good to test fit the parts first. Once you're finished painting and you've allowed adequate drying time, reassemble the door belt and then you can reinstall them. To install the new door belt, it's about as easy as reversing the removal steps. Align the outer door belt at the front and the rear, and then make sure it's even across the door frame before pressing it down. Gently and carefully engage the trim onto the door until it fully seats onto the door frame. Now we can reverse the removal steps to reinstall the components. Feed the mirror adjuster through the opening in the door and seat the grommet. Reinstall one of the nuts and run it down until it makes contact. Install the second nut and then snug both of them down evenly. Pass the adjuster knob through the mirror hole cover. Make sure you orientate this correctly or you'll have trouble reinstalling it. Snug down the set screw. Align the mirror hole cover and snug down the screw. Roll up the window and then repeat these steps for the other side. After that, you're good to go. All right, people, wrapping things up here. I think y'all all know by now, especially for those of you that watch our videos and you've been around a while here on the channel, y'all know that I strongly value the restoration parts, and that's the case here for this 79 to 86 outer door belt weather strip assembly. As always, I hope you found a ton of value in this video. If you did, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. And then until we catch you next one, y'all know what to do for all things Fox Body Mustang. Keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.